She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drive. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drive. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge, Range Drives. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay. seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Start going wrong. From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
On 1st down, Campbell. Room here to run. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Detroit!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here comes Grant on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll go with a keeper, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll run on 1st down. Campbell, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Check! Check! Check!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey! You got 3. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, Campbell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Detroit! Gun!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Second down, Mayfield drops it to Jones in the flat, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Right? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with... You and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
All right, here we go. Blue landing! Blue landing! Check, check. Red zone, red zone, red zone.
On first down, Campbell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, 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 go!
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's go, let's go. Gun, 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 gun. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Love the effort, love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on play action. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
I know old-school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. To throw is Rodgers on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rodgers now throwing on third and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.